There is a power shift. You know, there's a question mark against Tottenham going to Wembley next season, but this is a really good Tottenham team. I think they'll make that adjustment. There can only be something in their heads. It's not about their play. Their play is good enough to win games on any football player. This is a young team that should only get better and stronger and have the potential to win big trophies. I say big trophies. Certainly Premier League in the years to come. But they've got to accept it. Every other big club, City, United, hopefully Liverpool, hopefully Arsenal, will all strengthen as well. Part last year, didn't they? Drew it on a Monday night at home to West Brom, Tottenham. I think the manager would have been slightly worried, you know, having lost to Chelsea last week, but they didn't deserve to lose to Chelsea last week. But psychologically, they're damaged. So he's thinking, let's see what we get today. And they've turned up today, Spurs. You know, Spurs were very good again today. I think Arsenal made a bit of a game of it, really, until they scored. And then there were two quick goals, but the minute Tottenham got their goal, the first goal, there's only going to be one winner. This is a different Spurs to any Spurs team I can ever remember. I think they've genuinely got something about them.
Played very well today against Spurs. They're a joy to watch right now. This is what's left. Chelsea, Middlesbrough at home. They travel to West Brom. Watford at home. Sunderland, already relegated, at home. As for Spurs, West Ham Friday night, followed by Manchester United at the Lane. They travel to Leicester and Hull. And I think, Graham, that's why you said earlier that today was probably the defining day, despite the fact Spurs have won. Craig, you're of the same opinion. It's Chelsea's. And that run-in is the biggest argument you can give us why, is it?
Yeah, well, 3 home games, Middlesbrough, Sunderland and that. Spurs, 3 away games. Some tough ones as well. Obviously, they got Man United at home. That's their only home game. But West Ham away is always difficult. It's a real derby. But yeah, I just, in all, 2 of the best teams in the league. But I just feel this season Chelsea have just about deserved to win the league.
And that's concerning for Tottenham, isn't it? That they last year were knocking on the door. Yeah, fell apart. This year closer.
Yeah.
Have they got enough to get over the line? Because they'll need to sometime soon, won't they? If it's not this year, yes.
Well, I would imagine there'll be people leaving and there'll be people joining. You know, I think you can never be happy with what you've got. And I'm sure Pochettino's series and his team, they'd want to strengthen. But he's got a great base to work from, hasn't he? With some fabulous players. For me, the bit about this goal is Dele Alli.
Dele Alli.
It doesn't matter it's 2-0. Young football player. And as a midfield player playing against him, I would not enjoy it, because what he's going to do is always going to run you back towards your own goal. You know, as the play develops. A lot of the football today is they're all attracted to the ball. They all want to touch the ball. It becomes a bit of a five-a-side. Square pass, square pass, square pass. What he gives Tottenham, which is quite different, and I'm thinking of people like Barkley, for argument's sake, who was so earlier. They all want to go to the ball. What he does, he'll watch the play develop, doesn't want to get involved in it, and he'll run into the box all the time. And because of his frame, you can see he's light framed, and he must be 6'2". I was in the same hotel as him last summer in Portugal. I mean, he's lean, and he's got the, for me, he's got the eye of the tiger. I think he's destined.
But he's
to be a
tall
top
as well,
man.
isn't he?
6'2", and he's got that frame that will allow him to. He can run into the box with pace from the first minute to the 90th minute at the same pace. You know, quick, aggressive, and it's the hardest type of play to pick up. He's arriving late. He's prepared to run forward without the ball. He will evolve as he gets older into maybe a different type of midfield player. But right now, he's someone you would not want to play against, because he's always going to be running you back towards your own goal. Maybe
he'll evolve into a Scholes, because Paul Scholes, largely, when his career started, used to do a lot of what Dele Alli did. Score goals.
Yeah, probably end up picking when he wants to get into the box and time his runs, which he does it brilliant now, and he's got energy all day long. And it's interesting to see, because someone breaking the lines that way makes a world difference. But he's I'm a huge fan of this guy for one of the biggest reasons as well, and for even academy football, he is the prime example who he went and played League One football. So he come through a League One system. I say a League One system, but he was playing at 16, 17 years of age,
and
learning the trade,
men's football.
In men's football. Like I always class him with younger players, say Loftus-Cheek, who was everyone wanted. At the same age, everyone wanted this kid. You know, Chelsea, you know, even Barcelona, they all wanted this young kid. He's going to be the best player going.
It's been a very well spent £5 million, hasn't it? It really has. Big thanks to Craig for joining us this past week. Graham's here for the Monday Night Football tomorrow. I'm old enough to remember a young Trevor Stephen playing his football at Burnley, and all these years later, still going. Andy.